A few months ago, I was sitting alone in my living room, feeling overwhelmed, thinking, is this really it? Have I reached the end of the road? It felt like everything had slowed down and I was stuck in this quiet routine. Maybe you felt it too, the slow, creeping feeling that your best years are behind you. Time passes, and suddenly you start to wonder if there's still room for new dreams, new experiences, or even just some joy. You look around and maybe, just maybe, you feel stuck, like you're just going through the motions. It's that quiet voice in your mind that asks, is this really all there is? Have I missed my chance? Perhaps it's the mornings that feel harder to face, the stiffness in your joints, or the forgetfulness that creeps in when you're looking for your keys. Maybe it's that nagging thought that you can't keep up, that life has moved on without you, and you're left behind in its wake. That feeling of loneliness, like you're disconnected from the world around you, can be overwhelming. But here's the thing, you're not alone in this. Every one of us has moments where we wonder what's left, where we feel like we're not living up to our full potential. I've been there, and I know how heavy that weight can feel. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that this is just part of aging, that it's normal to feel like you've reached the end of your journey. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Gratitude, though, can be the key to shifting that mindset. It's the one thing that can pull us out of that quiet, lonely place and remind us that there's still so much more to appreciate, to experience, and to give. And if you're ready to break free from that feeling of being stuck, gratitude can lead the way. Gratitude isn't just a polite gesture or a quick thank you when someone holds the door open for you. It's a mindset, a conscious choice, and most importantly, a practice. It's about looking at the world not through the lens of what's missing or what we've lost, but through the lens of what we still have. And this simple shift in perspective can make all the difference, especially as we get older. As we age, it's easy to focus on the things we can't do anymore, the things that feel out of reach. Maybe it's the energy we used to have, the mobility we've lost, or the fact that we're no longer chasing those big dreams. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that age automatically means decline. But when we practice gratitude, we start to see things differently. Instead of focusing on the things that seem to fade away, gratitude reminds us to focus on the things that remain. Gratitude helps us recognize the beauty in small moments, like a warm cup of coffee in the morning, the laughter of a friend, or the fact that we're still here, able to experience the world. And here's why it's so important for seniors. Gratitude shifts the narrative. It takes us from a place of "I can't" to "I still can." It doesn't erase challenges, but it empowers us to face them with a renewed sense of hope and appreciation. Not long ago, I had a conversation with a dear friend of mine, someone in their late 70s, who told me, "I'm just too old to change." And those words stuck with me. They didn't just express frustration, they expressed resignation. My friend had reached a point where they truly believed that life had already been lived, that there was nothing more to look forward to. They felt that aging automatically meant slowing down, giving up, and accepting the limits that come with age. The mistake? Thinking that there's nothing left to be thankful for, that you've seen it all, done it all, and now it's just about surviving. It's a dangerous mindset. When we start to believe that there's no more room for joy or growth, we begin to withdraw. We stop seeking out new experiences, new friendships, and even new ways to feel good in our own skin. Gratitude, or the lack of it, becomes the lens through which we view the world. And if we let that mindset take hold, we risk getting stuck in a cycle of frustration, loneliness, and stagnation. The truth is, there's always something to be thankful for. But if you've been convinced that aging means you've passed your peak, it becomes easy to miss the little things, those quiet moments of beauty and connection that are still there, waiting for you to notice them. That mindset not only keeps us stuck, it actively robs us of the joy that's still within reach, and that's where the danger lies. The danger in believing that there's nothing left to be thankful for is that it closes off the possibility of finding meaning and joy in everyday moments. Let me share a story with you. I remember another time when I was visiting an elderly neighbour, someone who had lived in the same house for decades. She'd always been full of life. Her garden was beautiful, and she would often invite me over for tea, but one day I found her sitting by the window, staring out at her yard, looking defeated. She said to me, "I don't know why I bother anymore. What's the point? I've already lived the best years of my life." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Here was someone with a rich history, beautiful memories, and a wealth of experience, yet she had completely stopped seeing the small joys that still existed around her. Her belief that she was past her prime made her stop looking for new things to appreciate. She couldn't see the beauty in the flowers blooming in her garden or the pleasure in a good conversation over a cup of tea. And that's where the real danger lies. When you believe there's nothing left to be thankful for, you stop actively looking for what still brings you joy. You miss out on those quiet, everyday moments, moments that, when appreciated, can transform your day. Instead, you're stuck in a loop of "I've already seen it all." It's a mindset that locks you out of a life still full of potential, leaving you to feel invisible, disconnected, and lost. And that's why this belief is so dangerous. It takes away the power of choice, of seeing every moment as an opportunity to find meaning, to experience something beautiful, to be something more. I'll tell you about something that happened not long ago. One morning I was sitting on my porch, sipping a cup of tea, and it hit me. How often do we rush through life without ever truly noticing these moments? At that moment I took a deep breath and decided to slow down. I focused on the warmth of the cup in my hands, the steam rising in the chilly morning air, and the soft chirping of the birds in the background. For the first time in a while, I was fully present. And here's what's amazing. Once I made that small change, I began to notice so many more things to appreciate. A neighbour's smile as they waved hello, the sound of children playing in the yard, the feeling of the sun on my face as I took a walk. The truth is, these small things were always there. I just hadn't been looking for them. It's so easy to miss when you're consumed by the belief that life has passed you by. But gratitude helps you reframe your perspective. The fix isn't about huge changes, it's about starting small. Start by taking a moment each day, whether it's during your morning cup of tea, watching a sunset, or feeling the warmth of your home, to stop and really take it in. Slowly you'll begin to notice more of these moments, and as you do, your world will open up in ways you never expected. What's truly transformative about this practice is that it doesn't demand anything from you except your attention. The more you practice, the more you'll see, because gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, right in front of you. Think of your mind like a garden. If you only plant negative thoughts, doubts and fears, then that's all you'll grow, just like a garden full of weeds. They'll crowd out the space for anything positive and slowly take over. But here's the thing, a garden is always ready to change. You don't need to uproot everything to start fresh. You simply need to start planting different seeds. When you begin practicing gratitude, it's like planting seeds of positivity, hope, and appreciation. At first, these seeds may feel small, almost insignificant, like noticing the warmth of a cup of tea or the beauty of a sunset. But over time, something magical happens. These seeds take root, and the more you plant them, the more they grow. Your garden becomes a space filled with vibrant, positive thoughts instead of the negative ones that once ruled. It doesn't happen overnight. Just like a garden takes time to flourish, so does the practice of gratitude. But with consistency, your mind begins to shift. Where once you saw only limitations, you start to see possibilities. Where once you focused on what was missing, you begin to appreciate what's already there. The more you nurture this practice, the more it blooms, creating a fertile ground for peace, joy, and contentment. The beauty of gratitude is that it's not about erasing the weeds, it's about growing something stronger and more beautiful in their place. Every time you choose gratitude, you're planting another seed in your garden. And just like a garden, your mind will flourish with the care and attention you give it. Aging doesn't have to mean feeling stuck or resigned. Gratitude is a simple, powerful practice that can completely transform the way you see your world and yourself. The beautiful thing is, you have a choice today. Will you continue to feel trapped in what's no longer there? Or will you take a small step toward a life that's filled with joy, meaning, and connection? Start small. Focus on the little things, those moments that are easy to overlook but can bring you so much peace when you truly appreciate them. Every day, practice gratitude. As you do, you'll find yourself breaking free from that feeling of being stuck and opening up to a world of possibilities. Remember, it's never too late to embrace a new beginning. Every single day is an opportunity to recognize what you have, what you've accomplished, and who you've become. Gratitude isn't just a practice, it's a way of life that can open your heart to more joy and fulfillment. So, take a moment today to appreciate the beauty around you and know that the choice to live with gratitude is always in your hands. Thank you for spending this time with me. If you found something meaningful here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's continue this journey together, rewriting the story of aging with gratitude and purpose. Take care of yourself and remember, there's always something to be thankful for.